What's going on, bulls? Today, we are going to look at some pretty impressive stuff. For one, Ethereum has passed Bitcoin in a pretty important way, a pretty notable way, I'll say that much, that's for sure. Bitcoin bulls under pressure after crypto sell-off, and investors cashing out may bring quite a boost to the Bitcoin market. We will dive into that in a second. First, let's look at the market itself. By the way, hit that like button, really supports the channel, and hit that subscribe button too. Really appreciate that, so you can get up to date on all the current crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum news. Hit that sub button, hit that like button. So here we are, the usual suspects in the top 10. Bitcoin coming in at around 33,285 at the moment, with a market cap of around 623 billion. Ethereum sitting at 243 billion. There's Tether, there's Cardano at 43 billion. Binance coin also about 43 billion. Doge, which I do not expect to stay in the top 10 long term, because it literally does nothing. It's a funny meme coin. XRP, okay, 29 billion. USD coin, 25 billion. I do expect USD coin to overtake Tether. It keeps gobbling up more and more market share. Polkadot sitting here at 14 billion, and Binance coin USD sitting stable coin sitting here at 10 billion. I expect the Binance stable coin to gain some market share too, just because Binance is a pretty major competitor in the overall ecosystem of smart chain, etc. Let's dive into Bitcoin's chart just real quick. See what we can see. Maybe do a little technical analysis type thing here. We'll look at it over the 1 day. Soon I'll probably be bringing some really kind of advanced market watch stuff going on. Don't know what happened there. Let's refresh this real quick. Sorry about that. I should be bringing some more advanced indicators coming on pretty soon, but I'm in the works of getting all that built up. All right, here we go. Somehow I must have accidentally clicked socials up there instead of 1 day. So as you can see, it's red on the day, but it's kind of going sideways. Here it is starting the day at about 33.3. Here it is right now at about 33.3. And it looks like its high for the day was around 33.8. So not a lot of price action going on, but the low seems to be about 32.7. About 32.7. So it's oscillating between 32.7 and 33.8. So it's moving up and down within about $1,000, which is about 1/3% of a Bitcoin. So pretty sideways day, I'd say, for Bitcoin. Not a lot of up or down. We also are approaching, obviously, we're at quite a support level here, down here in the 33s, 32s. Quite a support level. I mean, this 32 down here, it's really difficult for Bitcoin to break that for long. So it looks like we're holding 33 at a support level right now, is what it seems like to me. Let's dive into the other articles. So Ethereum has more active addresses than Bitcoin, and they're saying unassigned traders are turning bearish on the world's biggest cryptocurrency. This is Business Insider. You got to look at the narrative. It's not a sign that they're turning bearish. They're just trying to spin the narrative. They want you to sell your damn Bitcoin so they can buy it. I'm not joking. That is the truth. So you got to look at these narratives. They're not just all factual, that's for sure. Ethereum now has 757,859 active addresses, so 49,000 more than Bitcoin. Now, we're going to get into why that is. It has nothing to do with bearishness of Bitcoin, okay? They're saying some things here. There's that. Bitcoin's total has dropped 38% in 3 months. A bearish sign. Come on. Ethereum's dropped just as much. The rise in Ethereum, everything. The rise in Ethereum over Bitcoin could be due to DeFi. Yes, that's true. Sign up for a daily newsletter, whatever. Ether overtook Bitcoin in the number of active addresses on its network on Friday. a sign that demand is faltering for the world's biggest cryptocurrency as its counterpart gains in stature. They're just trying to get you to sell your Bitcoin, guys. Just don't listen to that. Total number of active addresses on the Bitcoin network has dropped 38% from its April peak of 1.1. They're just spinning it. And now, I buy Bitcoin and buy Ether. That's what I do. Those are the main things I buy, no doubt, because I think they're both long-term winners. But they're different. So it's not about active addresses. There's more activity that goes on the Ether blockchain because of all the dApps, all the DeFi, all the dApps, all the finance, everything, all the NFTs, everything that are on Ethereum. That's why there's more active wallets. It's because Bitcoin is something that we don't really want to sell. We don't want to use it for gas fees, for transaction fees. We just want to hold on to a Bitcoin and never use it. That's why there's less active, the word active addresses. There could be a variety of reasons behind Bitcoin's decline. Head of sales at crypto trading firm Equinix, whatever, include the huge sell-off in. This includes the huge sell-off in the cryptocurrency in May and the reduction in hashing power of Bitcoin miners from China's mining crackdown. Okay, well, there was a huge sell-off of all cryptocurrency, coupled with the rise of Ethereum and its utility, would have contributed to Ethereum overtaking Bitcoin in terms of the number of active addresses. They're just using this to spook people that don't know what the hell they're looking at. Yeah, exactly. That has nothing to do with anything bearish on Bitcoin. It just has to do with Ethereum is a more used blockchain technology. Bitcoin is the store of value. Bitcoin is the flag, is the anchor to the new financial market. People don't want to let it go. I don't sell it. I'll sell Ethereum before I sell Bitcoin. And I don't want to sell any Ethereum. The Chinese ban is estimated to have closed more than 90% of Bitcoin mining operations. Now, here's how you know they're spinning it. 90%? Yeah, 90% of mining operations in China. Not they leave it open like this to make you think, in the world. In the world. No, in China. But they didn't say that. This is how you know they're fudding you up. Trying to fudge you up. Slide in active addresses is a sign that demand for Bitcoin is fading quickly. Look at that. FUD, 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 FUD. They want you to sell your Bitcoin. They want your Bitcoin. They know this is amazing. They want all the power. Do not listen to this shit as more people sell the cryptocurrency. People are not selling the cryptocurrency. If you actually look at this, the actual hodlers, all the activity is coming from a minority, like less than 20% of all Bitcoin wallets. It's the newer people and just the more active traders that are trying to get more Bitcoin. No one's selling it because they think it's going to shit. This is what they're trying to sell you. Your average person that comes in here, your average market person, retail investor that's newer to crypto, which is a lot of people, Business Insider, they must know what they're talking about. This narrative is a bunch of FUD. Ethereum is and always has been the platform of choice for building smart contracts. That's true. See, they're just using this guy's stuff to spin it in their way. They're not really they're just using snippets. Range of decentralized finance or DeFi apps runs on savings, lending, trading, asset management, and insurance to create a media like art and music with NFTs to gaming worlds and their collectibles. There has been a high rate of adoption of such decentralized finance, blah, 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 blah. Apps are typically built on Ethereum, so this has pushed up the number of its active addresses, he explained. Yeah. But they keep leaving you there with that narrative that sign that demand for Bitcoin is fading quickly. More than 90% of operations down. Like, they use this so that they can put the narrative in your head somewhat subtly, and then you can already just look at this and not think about it rationally and go, oh, Ethereum is overtaking Bitcoin. They're different. They're different things. What Bitcoin is, no one's overtaken what Bitcoin is. And Ethereum has, if anything can get overtaken, it's Ethereum. Because Cardano could take it over, Solana could take it over. I don't see that as going to happen. But nothing's overtaking Bitcoin. Bitcoin has won the digital gold race, the store of value race. It is Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin's the only actual decentralized thing. Like, gold is, well, technically decentralized because you can't make it. No one really, I mean, the U.S. mostly controls it because we freaking have all of it. Did you know in the 40s, FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the president, he put out an order that all gold needs to be turned into the government? I feel like that doesn't get talked about enough, because think about today if we were able to own gold. You know, you're not able to own gold. You're supposed to give it to the government. Isn't that funny? Doesn't that sound just absolutely ridiculous? Imagine today if we were able to own gold and all of a sudden Biden comes out and says, all right, everybody's got to turn in their gold. We'd be like, what the F are you talking about? What is that? No, I'm not going to give you my gold. You want my house too? What is this? It's not yours. What are you doing making me give you my gold? That's what happened in the 40s. That's what FDR did. Everyone had to turn in their stuff, their gold, including other countries. And it had to do with the economic system, things going on, the dollar and the gold, and still being on the gold standard. But they kept printing money and abusing their trust to use gold as to actually have a gold standard, to have their paper, their fiat actually represent gold. Anyways, this is a bunch of FUD. On to the next. Hit the like button, please. Hit the sub button. Really appreciate it. Super supports the channel. And since this is a newer channel, I could really, really use the support. I appreciate it. Seriously. Bitcoin bulls under pressure after cryptocurrency sell-off. More FUD from the Wall Street Journal. The digital asset fell 41% in the second quarter, the worst sell-off since 2018. It tells you right away what they're trying to put into people's head. This isn't affecting me. This doesn't scare me. This doesn't scare any of us that actually understand what crypto is and that it is the future, that Bitcoin is the new staple of currency, of money. It is the money. It is the best money that has ever existed in mankind. And blockchain technology, which they're calling cryptocurrency, blockchain technology is the future of everything in our effing lives. We understand that. We're not deluded. It's obvious in the same way, oh, the internet. Yeah, the internet's going to be amazing. Like, you know that. If you're young, when I was young in the 90s, I was like, oh, this is amazing. And a lot of adults are like, it's a fad. It's a fad. I'm not kidding you. It's a fad. Oh, whatever. What's it worth? It's stupid. Let's go to the library. Oh, what's it worth? I'll just, call somebody. Oh, I'll just, whatever. What do you need the internet for? What, so I can play a bunch of games? Like, that's what people were saying. They don't understand what it is. They don't understand what blockchain technology is. And the FUD. Bitcoin's second quarter sell-off left a crater in the bull case for the highly speculative cryptocurrency. Worst sell-off since a 43% drop in the fourth quarter of 2018. I don't subscribe to the Wall Street Journal. This is one of the reasons why. So this is it. That's it from that article. That's all I'm even going to look at because that sums it all up. Now, this one's interesting. Investors cashing out of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust might bring market boost. Now, this one's actually interesting. So, Bitcoin market could get a boost this month from the expiration of investor restrictions on the sale of shares in the GBTC, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, the world's largest cryptocurrency fund. So nothing about this article is FUD. This is actually reporting something more bullish and more actually factual. I'm not just saying everything bullish is factual. I'm just saying the reality is right now, we don't know what way the market's going to go. And we have to look at real things that are going to happen. And this is a real thing that's going to happen. That other shit was just speculation. It was just made up FUD. Spun FUD, really. It's possible some of these investors might need to enter the market to buy Bitcoin to repay cryptocurrency loans they used to finance their original purchases of the GBTC shares. Interesting. I did not realize till I read this that so many people had cryptocurrency loans that they used to buy GBTC shares. I did not realize that. I thought people just paid cash. That's really interesting. So if people want to sell, lots of bearish chatter around GBTC unlocks whilst conveniently ignoring that in-kind subscription funded by debt will ultimately translate into spot buying, which means people buying Bitcoin. Not futures, not derivatives, not funds. I'm actually buying Bitcoin. I felt like buying. I felt like I sounded like Arnold Schwarzenegger there real quick. So GBTC shares exiting the 6-month lockup period during June and July has emerged as an additional headwind for Bitcoin. And this comes from a JP Morgan strategist, Nicolas Panagursoglou. Did I say that right? I have no idea. I've been seeing his name popping up. Still have no idea how to say it. This dynamic would lead to a downward pressure on GBTC prices and on Bitcoin markets more generally. Again, there was a 6-month, when people bought GBTC shares, they had a 6-month lockup period that they couldn't sell the shares. Now that 6-month time period is coming to an end in June and July. The biggest date being July 18th, and a lot of people got loans to get in on this, and now they're going to have to buy Bitcoin to repay those. Interesting, right? While the selling of GBTC shares could lead to a deeper discount and drive away from fresh capital for GBTC shares, its negative impact is likely to be mitigated by the repurchases of Bitcoin in the spot market. Grayscale is a unit of digital currency group of which CoinDesk is an independent subsidiary. So check this out again. Its negative impact is likely to be mitigated, so hedged, by the repurchases of Bitcoin in the spot market. So what they're saying is people are going to sell GBTC shares. So that's going to make GBTC share prices go down, but what's going to really help them not go down very much is that a lot of people that are selling those shares need to actually buy Bitcoin to repay the loans they got to buy the shares in the first place. So that should drive up the price of Bitcoin, hence mitigated, hedged, supported. As funds unwind this trade, he wrote, it could actually put buy pressure on Bitcoin. Those who sell GBTC will have to buy back Bitcoin to cover the short leg of the trade. So there's going to be people selling GBTC shares. They have been. But come the middle of the month, that's when the biggest amount of comes due. Where would I put that at here? The biggest single day unlock is slated to happen on July 18th with the release of shares worth 16,000 Bitcoin. That's a lot of Bitcoin. What's the math there? I don't know. Let me think. 30,000, 300,000, 3 million, 30 million, 300 million. I don't know. Maybe about $500 million worth of Bitcoin. That's a lot in one day. Not to mention all of it coming out through the rest of this month leading up to that and after that. So very interesting. I found that to be very interesting because that makes sense. That's something to really watch out for. Whereas here, they're just making stuff up. They're just spinning stuff. Here, they're just spinning stuff. They're like, hey, Ethereum has more active addresses. Bitcoin's going down. Sell your Bitcoin. Sell your Bitcoin. Sell your Bitcoin. So we can buy your Bitcoin. So we can buy it. They're buying it. They're selling it. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. It's don't be tricked. Don't be fooled. Bitcoin is the future of finance. Ethereum blockchain technology is the future of many ways that we do things in our lives, such as banking, hence DeFi. There's NFTs, of course, which is going to be so much bigger than just collectibles and art. It's going to do insurance. It's going to do healthcare stuff. It's going to do real estate. It's going to do cars. It's going to do everything. So yes, you can make a case that Ethereum will be worth more than Bitcoin, have a bigger market cap. You can make that case, and I will entertain that because I see that path. But don't you sit here and tell me that this Ethereum doing well has anything to do with bearishness in Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin is Bitcoin. Nothing's overtaking what Bitcoin is and stands for and represents and the place it has in this cryptocurrency blockchain era. It is the staple of value. It is the digital gold. It is the anchor to blockchain and cryptocurrency having value. Could Ethereum end up being worth more than Bitcoin years down the road? Depends on world global adoption. Because Bitcoin, again, I don't want to spend Bitcoin. And anyone that understands Bitcoin at least a little bit, they don't want to sell Bitcoin. Why would I sell Bitcoin? Why would I sell this? Why would I sell my gold? Why would I sell that? See what I'm saying? Check out all the links in the description. Go get yourself some free Bitcoin. There's a link for that, and get interest on your Bitcoin. I just got my first interest payment. You get paid every month. It was awesome. I got Bitcoin and Ethereum deposited right in my account as interest payments just because I had it sitting there. I was going to have it sitting somewhere. I might as well have it sitting there. I have it over on Voyager. Go check that out. Other than that, have a good 4th of July weekend. Stay classy. You're awesome. I will see you probably tomorrow. Have a good weekend.